Taking over the capital's Golden Mile, these students are skipping school for a cause.
Keep your carbon in the soil.
Demanding more climate action from those in power.
It is an issue we are not willing to turn our backs on. Clearly, today we have shown that to this government.
20 protests were held around the Motu, with crowds filling Auckland's streets.
I can, from the other side of town, Chewy, I can sense your pride welling up in you. I can feel it through the screen.
Yep. And marching through New Plymouth.
I feel responsible. I feel the consequences are happening.
I care about my world.
The School Strike for Climate is a global movement that began in Sweden in 2018. Although in New Zealand, protests now include a wide range of issues, including honouring Te Tiriti, the fast tracking of legislation, and a call to free Palestine.
Free Palestine!
Someone who isn't on board with students taking time off school to protest is ACT leader David Seymour.
If they really care about the issue, they should protest on a day without missing school.
How do you feel about...
So David Seymour has given us the criteria because he said, quote, so remember, what he's saying is they don't care, because what he says is if they really cared about an issue, they should protest on a day without skipping school. Now, I'll guess as well, if you were to ask him about freezing works going on strike, you know, a bunch of workers going on, you might hear from his mouth, if they really cared about an issue, they should protest on a day they're not at work. That feels like it would have the same vibe to it. So basically, we're all blessed now that David Seymour has given us the rules, finally someone, as to when to protest. And what he's saying is, when you've got some spare time and you don't have another commitment that I deem more important. There's more to play, Chewy, but I can see you bubbling, so have a crack, son.
Yes, they should have definitely ordered this climate strike on Saturday. The march to Parliament would have been very effective to shout at a building that was empty.
Yep.
What an idiot.
Yep.
What an absolute idiot. Let's go to another really successful protest. You know what? The Springbok protests were really inconvenient to the people going to the rugby.
Yeah.
And it really, so if they could head their protest on a day that there isn't a rugby game on, that'd be great.
Yeah, but no, because if they
is inconvenient.
Yeah, no, but the thing is, sure, if in 1981, if they really cared about the issue, they would protest on a day without rugby. I mean, if they really cared about it, that's what they do, according to David Seymour.
This comment from him was so like I was waiting for it. He's going to say it. He's going to say it that they should have chosen a different time to protest, that they were just trying to wag school. And look, the media's slightly to blame here as well, because they use the term they're skipping school. Fuck no, they're not skipping school. It's an organised move. Like, skipping school is bunking off fourth period to go to McDonald's or smoke weed down the back of the fucking bike sheds or something. This isn't skipping school. These guys have to wear the consequences of what people like David Seymour are setting in stone now. Like this idea that the teenagers, they're too young, they don't know, they're not doing it in the way that they should, and once they're older they'll get it, and all of this sort of stuff is so demeaning. Like, if I was organising one of these strikes, I'd do it again. More and more and more. Like, every time he opens his trap and says, no, not like this, the stupid kids, do it again. Do it to his house. I don't know. On Saturday, go to his house.
So you're saying they're learning from negative reinforcement. They should do the opposite of what David Seymour says.
Oh, look, if someone tells you to stop doing the thing, then the only answer is to do more of the thing.